Through this unit, again, not very big. It's obviously we quizzed after 6, so we're halfway through. The continuing on with the patterns, with the scatter plots, with slope, analyzing graphs, analyzing data. We're going to take a look at some here shortly, but the first one we're going to look at is just again asking you, what do you notice, what do you wonder? So one thing you notice, please just jot it down, and then one thing you wonder. I'll give you 30 seconds or so, and then I'd like some examples, please. All right, one thing you notice, Lucas.
That it's decreasing.
What, when you say it?
The crude oil import price.
Okay, so the price to import of course means bringing into our country from another, importing it. The price is down when?
When the oil production is higher.
Yeah, when you produce more oil. The more oil there is, the cheaper the price. Supply and demand. Okay, if there's a lot less oil to make fuel, you can charge more for it. It is high demand. Okay, something else that you notice, other than Lucas. Need one more, please. Othniel, what do you notice? It's curved? Yeah, so not very linear. Kind of a hint right here, right? Non-linear scatter plots, not lined up very nicely. Okay, seems to have a little curve to it. I agree with that. All right, what do you wonder? Gavin, what do you wonder?
Why is it
Why is it what?
Why is it
Why is it? I still didn't catch it.
non-linear?
Not linear? Yeah. Good question. Adam, what do you wonder?
Why it kind of starts to level out.
Yeah, it levels off towards the end here. It kind of looks pretty flat here. And what causes that? All right, next page. So you are going to get a set of cards here in a minute. And the directions are to sort them into categories and describe. Okay, so you're going to take a look with your partner at this pack of scatter plots and say, all right, how many different categories can I put them in? Maybe you think of, okay, this is super scattered. These are lined up, for example. And just jot down on your book, don't write on these, please, different categories you could place those in, and then why you chose that. So find a partner, and then I'll give you a set of cards, please. One of you three can work together. All right, so again, just place in the categories, write down the categories as you see. Do not write on my papers, do not lose my paper clip. Yep.
What's it called when it's not positive and it's not negative? Because it's like curves.
Null correlation if it's super scattered. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
I think you find at least 3 different ways to group them and then write down how you group them. Not just one way and stop. If we get a chance to find a few. All right, Ian, Parker, give me one. One that had outliers and one that did not? Is that what you mean? As many as you want. Okay, so what were your 3 groups?
Outliers, one for the curve, 2 for
Okay, so you did outliers, curves,
and then
kind of straight. Yeah, that's fine. Somebody else have one different.
You got positive, negative,
Positive, negative, or both, kind of level? Straight, okay? Okay. One up and down. All right. Another way?
We went the ones that count by 2s and the ones that count by 3s.
You looked at the axes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the ones going by 2s and the ones going by 3s. Anybody do decimals, whole numbers? Some had decimals, some are whole numbers. Should be 2, I think. G and D both have decimals that I see. Yeah, all good ways. Yeah, so as long as you're able to explain the meaning, that answers number 2, number 3. So let's sort them into 2 categories. Here's your 2 categories. Positive association, negative association. See if you can find that. Those are the categories you are supposed to sort them in. Positive association, negative association. Okay, what do you got for positive? I have 2. Okay, how many I have for negative? I have 4.
I have 5.
And then I have 2 that I would classify as neither.
Yeah. Yeah, we did. We haven't read
Then what's this one?
If it goes up and down, that would be neither. If it's a positive association, it means it trends up the entire time.
We're good. We already had that written down.
Okay, what do you got for positives then? Do you have 2 now?
F and G.
F and G
Actually, that's
are the positive. Negative?
It's the exact same one we had.
B, C, D, and E, and neither would be? H and A, they go up and down. All right, so the last category wants you to sort them in linear association and nonlinear. That means do the dots line up. Okay, do the dots line up enough that you classify as linear, not curved.
No, wait.
We got 2 linears.
How?
We have 8.
What? No, we don't.
You have 8 linears?
Yeah. We have 2 linears.
No.
The rest are curves. Sorry, yeah, 7 linears. 1 not.
Yeah, there's only one.
I agree with
One.
2.
Yay!
What?
Yeah.
Which one?
Let's go.
E and C.
Oh, is it E and C? Oh, wait, is it? It's E and C.
E and C
Let's go!
is correct.
Lily,
E and C is correct. All right, group those back together. Paper clip them. Bring them back up to me, please. And go back to your desk for the last question.
What if I break the paper clip on accident? I'm saying like hypothetically. I'm not saying I'm broken.
Just set them right there, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
Then we're going to look at the last question. 7.3. Again, this is just kind of your opinion question. I would like you to jot down 2 reasons or 2 things that are alike with all 4 of those. And 2 things that you notice that are different. 2 of each, please. Parker? That includes you. All right, ways that are alike. Lily, got one?
They all have gaps.
They all have some gaps in them. Okay.
And they all aren't perfectly
They are all not perfectly linear. Yeah, they're all classified.
Non-linear associations.
Okay, so B and D are non-linear,
They're separated.
separated, gaps as Lily mentioned. Okay, how about some differences then? Layden.
Some of them have negative and one of them doesn't have any negative.
Yeah, some go down to the negatives here, some don't. How else are they different? I need one more. Lucas, you got another difference?
Oh,
2 are like decreasing and like the other 2 are kind of increasing.
Yeah, so this one it could probably decrease. This one, I mean, there's a decrease, but a big gap here. This one almost has 2 sets of increasing. This one splits off, so quite a bit of difference there. Okay, again, if you hear the term linear, of course that means line. So this is an example of a scatter plot that's not linear, doesn't make a line. Anytime you can group different items together, if you ever hear the term cluster, okay, these are clustered together. That is also a term to describe our graphs here, or circled groups of them. So your assignment then is only 5 questions, 1 through 5. You're gonna have plenty of time to work on that. If you do get done, I'd like you to work on con until 9:15 today, and you can have then the last 7 minutes of free time. So assignment first. If you get that done, please work on con until 9:15.